Ladies and gentlemen, okay, I was not planning on making this other video, but I just have an urgency inside me. My last video that I made before this one was the false prophet is coming, which he's coming. His name will be Peter the Roman. So I want to say this: things are about to wind up, and this is my urgency. Like, if I don't say this, it consumes me inside. Okay, I link myself to the prophet Jeremiah, so I cannot contain it. It's like fire in my bones. Because it's happened before when I was trying to sleep, when I couldn't sleep until I delivered the message. Okay, so I want to say this: with this new pope coming in, he's the false prophet. For those of you that have been following my videos, you know what's going on. If you do your research, if you're still skeptical, do your research and you'll see St. Malachi's prophecy 900 years ago about the popes. He's been dead on this far 111. He's nailed it on the head. And the next one, according to the prophecy, will be Peter the Roman. He'll shepherd his sheep through many tribulations. And when he's done, the city on 7 hills will be destroyed, and the terrible judge will judge his people. Well, the verse goes in the extreme of the persecution of the Romans. It goes on. You guys can hear that on my other video, but I want to say this. Once this new pope is in, which is the false prophet, I believe that the worldwide financial collapse is going to happen. Okay? A worldwide financial collapse is going to happen. So whoever you are, I want to ask you to be wise and store up food for you and your family, because this is going to happen very soon. There's coming a worldwide financial collapse. And plus the Bilderbergs, just February 2nd, they're talking about bringing in global ID to America and to the rest of North America, Canada, and all those other places with biometrics. So this is what they're going to cause, a worldwide financial collapse. And they're going to come out and say, the only solution that we have to this financial collapse to solve the problem is a one world government. They're going to say, the problem that we have in our world today is we have too many currencies. We need to come up with a global currency for everyone to come into. And that's going to be the European Union. Even though many of you may laugh at it, go right ahead, laugh at it. Because this is what's going to happen. That's why they're going to elect 10 kings, 10 powerful men of influence. 10 Western nations are going to come over the European Union, and the European Union is going to become so powerful. It's going to rule the whole world, as it says in Daniel. Okay? Daniel chapter 7, verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be a fourth kingdom on the earth, which shall be different from all other ones, and it shall devour the whole world, trample it, and break it in pieces. The 10 horns are 10 kings who shall arise out of this empire. There's coming 10 kings over the European Union. And I was just thinking about all this. This is going to happen rapidly. We're going to see things to start to accelerate even faster. They're going to be calling for a one world government, one world religion, one world currency. That's why we have all these problems in the world, because we have too many currencies. We need to eliminate them and bring in a one world currency. And they're already talking about bringing in a world bank for the world to come into. We all need to come into a world bank, a single bank system. For that to happen, you need a world currency. Now we're saying when the dollar collapses, the United States dollar collapses, it will be replaced with a one world currency. And for those of you who say, oh, I don't live in the States, I live in this country, I live there, I don't have to worry. Well, yes, you do. This is a global effort. And didn't you know that the United States economy affects the rest of the world? Once the United States economy collapses, the whole world's going down with it. And plus, David Rockefeller, in his own memoirs, said, we are on the verge of a global transformation. All that we need now is a major crisis, and the nations will accept the New World Order. And you have Hillary Clinton and that other guy saying, never let a good crisis go to waste, because it's a unique opportunity. And then that guy, Gordon Brown, the Prime Minister of Britain, he said, all this financial crisis that we're all suffering from is not just a crisis, but has swung up a unique opportunity to create a global society. And all this is called their order out of chaos. That's what these people believe. If they cause a big enough crisis, this is what they're going to do. They're going to bring a new world order. But I want to read this. This touched me very much, ladies and gentlemen, because I got very close to. Because I started off with prophecy with Jack Van Impe, and then I started listening to Grant Jeffrey. I got really close to him, and this brought tears to my eyes when I read this. This is his last book that he made. It's called One Nation Under Attack. Now I want to read this to you. This is going to happen. Grant Jeffrey did many research over 30 years of how the globalists are working behind the scenes in politics. They're all controlled. Obama, Bush, all of those people are controlled by the Illuminati. They have a global agenda here in Canada, worldwide, to bring in a new world order. They are working everywhere. And to let you guys be aware of this, the global elitists, they have left the United States. They're no longer in the States. Because I got an article from someone, and I asked her, how reliable is this? She said, well, there's more than one article speaking on this subject. So maybe it's going to happen. This thing about the movie that they made, Olympics, has fallen. They said, when our flag falls, our nation will rise. Because they want to destroy the United States. And on this new video, they show planes attacking the White House, missiles, you name it. But I want to read this book. If you guys can get it, this book, you guys can go on to his website, grantjeffrey.com. This is what the book is. It's upside down. But I want to read this to you. Okay. How big government liberals are destroying the America you love. One Nation Under Attack. Grant R. Jeffrey. Okay. Prepare now for America's fall. The enemies of free market capitalism have launched their final attack. The United States soon will be reduced to an isolated and proven country with no influence over international affairs. A close reading of prophecy reveals no mention of America, the wealthiest and most powerful nation in history will play no visible role in the claiming events of this age. Prophecy expert Grant R. Jeffrey has exposed the hidden causes behind the rapid disappearance of America as we know it. No longer will other nations count on the United States to come to their aid. Nations will not have to fear the possibility of U.S. relation because very soon America will be too weak to take action. And just at the time when the United States is weak, nearly beyond recognition, the Antichrist will unleash his evil rule over the world. When America falls, the collapse will come rapidly. It is to your advantage to know in advance what to look for in One Nation Under Attack. You will find a workable plan to help you protect your family and your future from the far-reaching economic devastation to come. Grant R. Jeffrey is the international author of Shadow Government, The Global Warming Deception, The Next World War, and more than 20 other books, with more than 7 billion copies in print. Grant received his doctorate from Liberal Baptist University and established himself as one of the sharpest minds in eschatology. One Nation Under Attack is the last book he wrote prior to his death in 2012. And everything that he said has happened, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because Grant Jeffrey was a true man of God. I don't care what people are saying about him. These people are going to be judged by God. Because they're saying bad things about Grant Jeffrey. I back this man up. I back up Jack Van Impe, Hal Lindsey, Tim LaHaye. All these people are true prophetical scholars. This is what's going to happen. The United States is going to collapse. And when that happens, the whole world's going down with it. They said every bank, every nation is on the brink of collapse. That's part of the globalist plan. They want to bankrupt the nations, bankrupt the governments. So the only solution will be, we need a world government to protect the world. We need a world government to save the world. And plus right now, the world's monetary system is crumbling. Plus David Rockefeller, it said David Rockefeller, he just finished taking all the, what's the thing called? The assets of the Federal Reserve. He stripped the Federal Reserve's assets and he took off. He left the states because they know. And why in the world do you think Homeland Security has just finished, they've been getting more ammo and more ammunition? It's because they know the economy is not going to be held up much longer. And why do you think Obama has just finished ordering 2,700 UN tanks or trucks, whatever you want to call it, for the Department of Homeland Security? Because they know martial law is going to be installed. There's going to be civil unrest, civil wars once the economy goes down. Okay? That's why they have the black helicopters, they have the FEMA, they have everything ready. So maybe stock up food for you and your family, because they're going to start lining people up when this happens. Okay? This is all I wanted to say, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can choose not to believe this. You want to live with your head stuck in the sand and think that everything's fine, that our government would never do such a thing? Well, you better think again. Because I was one of those people. I didn't know that. Okay? I did not know that the government was like that until I found out. It's all planned. It's all planned. They have a hidden agenda. They don't want anyone to know. They're bringing in world government. And so the only way that we can have peace and security is if we establish a one world government. And Homeland Security and the Council of Churches say that we also need a one world religion to go along with this one world government. So with this new Pope coming in, which is the false prophet, he's going to bring in the one world government, one world currency, one world leader, a governing body. They're going to make it all sound good, that we need this for our own best. And then Obama, hope that we all can believe in. He's definitely changed America. He has not changed it for its good. He's changed it for his worse. Henry Kissinger is his front man. Henry Kissinger said, we have elected Obama at this time in history to create the New World Order. See that? And when they were interviewing Henry Kissinger, he says, well, in this time of crisis, it's not just a crisis, but it's a unique opportunity where really a new world order can emerge. And he actually said, we must forge ahead or retreat to chaos. So basically, if we don't have a world government, we're going to live in chaos for the rest of our lives. And yes, this is all planned, it's all orchestrated, it's all designed. And plus, this is in James chapter 5. It says, come now, you rich, weep and howl for your miseries that are coming upon you. The money is going to be useless. The money is going to be no more good. Okay? The money is going to be no more good. Just like in World War II. History shows that you cannot continue printing money that you don't have. You cannot continue borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. Eventually, you're going to go into hyperinflation, and that's already happening right now. That's why all these gas prices are up, the food prices are up. Why? Because the Bilderbergs are in control of the gas prices. Okay? They're in control of everything. They're going to collapse the economy. The whole world is going into turmoil. We're racing towards a global meltdown. This is going to give rise to the Antichrist and this new false prophet coming in. He's going to call for a global authority. Just like Pope Benedict was calling for a global authority to enforce itself with peace. He's calling for a one world central bank and so on. Like I said on my other videos, this is what's coming, and plus it was all prophecy in the Bible. But I recommend that you get this book. It's called One Nation Under Attack. Grant Jeffrey left us with a warning. He cares about people. He wants people to know this. I didn't know this. I had this book. I didn't know that this was his last book that he made. But this is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming a world government. You guys can laugh at it, mock it, go ahead. You guys are being lied to by the media. I'm telling you right now. You guys are being lied to. Do your research on the New World Order. Okay? So this is all I got to say. So for my brothers and sisters in Christ, be ready to meet the Lord, because Jesus is indeed coming very soon. And this is all I gotta say, and God bless you all. And may you stock up food and water. This is all I gotta say, and God bless.